Hey, listen up. We got another episode of Wise Kracks, featuring the crack man himself, Bill Krackomberger, and our co-host, John Orlando, straight from Las Vegas. Wise Kracks is your ticket inside the world of sports betting, with tips, picks, special guests, and more. Only on WSN.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Wise Kracks. We have a lot to talk about today, mainly NFL playoffs and my dreaded Cowboys, but we'll get to them a little bit later.
Playoffs?
Playoffs. I like it. I want to know, first off, obviously there was the game got cut short last week from that awful injury, but he's doing much better.
Doing much better?
Yeah.
In the last 3 hours, they released him from the hospital. He'll be at the game next week.
Right.
He'll be at the game this weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
Do you know how big that is for Buffalo?
Yeah.
Even though Miami, they announced 2 are not playing, that's sick. We're going to go over game by game.
Yeah.
You know.
So tell me this. How did books handle season wins for Bengals and Bills?
You have to go the full 17 games. So anyone that bet over, which it went over pretty easy, but they don't get paid.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, the unders get their money back, too.
The unders get their money back.
Yeah, it's a big moneymaker for the sports books. Why? Do you know why?
Why?
Giant moneymaker.
Because they win both sides.
Because people that bet the under, they don't even realize that some of them tickets are already in the garbage can.
Oh.
So they don't even realize it. Or they just, if you
don't
bet
realize,
on the app, if you bet on the app, then
it credits you automatically.
That you get your money back. But if you didn't bet on the app,
which is lots of people.
Right. Which brings me up to a great subject here. Let me pull up an email because I'm a little tough on sports books, as we know. That's just what I do. I'm tough on sports books. However, at DraftKings, if you make that bet, because I had some season wins under that couldn't reach, even if they played full 17 games, they paid me already. So they pay you. DraftKings pays you automatically, and now they're actually refunding the other way. So I shouldn't say that because I don't know anyone that got refunded, but I know that they pay you if you won. They're not going to go running around asking people if they lost. You know what I mean? I'll bring your ticket back.
But normally they would not pay you for winning that.
Normally they would not pay you. That's right.
And it's not even a push. Is it a push normally?
It's a void. They void your bet and you get the money.
So you get the money. You get the bet back.
You get the money back on both sides. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
So
that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, but let me see if I can read this here, if I can find it. Here it is. Got an email just Sunday. Hi, Bill Crack. We are reaching out regarding your wager on Dawson Knox regular season receptions. Due to the cancellation of Week 17 game between Bills and Bengals, your wager has been correctly settled as a void. That's what it says, to avoid.
Okay.
However, since your wager was in good shape, we're going to pay it out and give you the winner.
That is amazing. That's DraftKings.
You will see your funds added to the account next 24 hours. Now, I understand, you think, all right, well, it could, whatever it is. This was $2,000. So, I mean, they actually gave me $2,000 just for the win.
Right.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Even though they've cut my limits down considerably, but they've been very good to me. I've destroyed DraftKings. Destroyed them.
Really?
Oh, God. Destroyed them. So that was very nice of them to do that. They're probably the only sportsbook that did that I know of. So
I like that because you don't really talk like that. You don't say, I destroyed.
I destroyed them. Yeah, they Uncle. Banchero bet.
Right.
I never talked about it on any websites or anything. The Banchero bet was sick. I mean, the other, you don't want to talk about it because I didn't want to get my limits lowered, so I didn't want to talk about it. But now I could talk about it since they already limited me to a little bit of amount. That's just Banchero there. Yeah, put the spectacles on.
Got them on. Oh my God.
Yeah, Banchero, 2 different bets.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's all right. We can curse.
Oh my God. Wait, let me see it again. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, Banchero I won 6 figures on. So they were real good to me on Banchero. And then this is the one that got me thrown out. That got me limited, though.
That's the first overall pick in the NBA draft.
Keep your glasses on. That's the one. That's the one that got me limited. Even though it's not. But it's. I had 180 to 1 shot for $400. I won 72,000 on that one. Yeah. So that's the one that got me real. That was the end of Rico there. That's what they call that. That got me like that's it. Enough of this Krackomberger guy.
So, I don't know. I'm speechless right now.
Yeah. No. Listen. I've had losses there too. The first month at DraftKings, I lost $50,000.
Right.
I think that's why I was able to get all these things. I mean, I lost $50,000 in a month, and then I won 10 times, and not 10, but 8 times that. So they've been good to me, but now and look at and they still are giving me this. I mean, John, look at you believe that? And they're still saying, however, since your wager's in good shape, we're paying it out as a winner. I mean,
wow.
I guess they probably don't want to pay me. But they paid everyone else. And if I found out they paid everyone else, not me, I would have been, you know what I mean? I guess so, So anyway, and this is a book that lost $500 million in a quarter. And it's not because of stuff like this, but I mean, they lost $500 million in a quarter. So.
I was still in shock. How did you hit that first pick?
Yeah, that was.
I remember when you did. I remember.
Yeah, I hit it at Westgate.
But I didn't know you hit it that hard.
Westgate had 18-1. I hit it for, I guess about 20,000. Yeah, because they had to win 20,000. Westgate had. And I hit it some other places at 10-1, but that was the best place. They had 12-1 DraftKings, and it's amazing. So I bet it for a lot, as you've seen, about 6 figures. So I won about 6. So after I bet it, it goes down from 12-1 to 9-1 to 2-1 to pick 'em an hour before the draft.
And when did you bet it?
I'm sorry, the day before the draft. So now Woj comes out.
When did you bet it?
I bet it 2 days before the draft.
2 days before the draft, and it moved that much.
Yeah, because everyone kind of knew the word was out there that he was going first. Then Woj goes on Twitter and says, and he's like one of the insiders. Him and Schefter, they're insiders on ESPN. He said, no, they're not going to. I have the inside word that this was going to happen in the draft. It wasn't going to be him. He was going to be picked third. He goes from pick him again up to 10-1 again.
And you hit it again?
A 10-1 again for a peanut. I hit it again. Yeah, because I was here.
Out of curiosity, what's a peanut?
Well, a peanut because I went to the border. I drove to the border here. You have to go over Arizona border to bet. So I went over Arizona border again and bet it for another dime.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to bet it for more. Didn't take it. I was kind of surprised for another dime. So I had another dime I bet there. And then Woj goes, and 40 minutes before the actual draft, he comes on TV and says, I got word that Banchero's going to be number 1. And, everyone went crazy on him, though. People have there's blood on the line here.
Right.
He's the guy, the insider, everyone else. But then again, if he didn't say that, then I wouldn't have had that extra 10-1 there. And some of my customers and people wouldn't have had it. So that was a big pick for us.
That right there, to me, is worth its weight in gold for Crack Wins.
I gave it out to Crack Wins
users, members.
Oh yeah,
like they should never complain throughout the year. That is.
John, I told you what happened. Even though I gave that out at 12-1, I had 33-1. Who's the kid on that? It's escaping me now. The Angels. They won the MVP.
Ohtani.
Ohtani. I had 33-1 on that. And then 61. I think we're 61-35 going into 2 Mondays ago. I don't know since then, but for the basketball season, and customers drop off.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Because I know one.
That's a year maker.
That's a year maker.
That's a year maker.
You look for one of those little things.
Correct.
Throughout the year, you subscribe for the. See, that's smart.
See, that's the horse guy in me. That knows that.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's like if you if you hit a 30-1 long shot in a horse race, you're good.
But I understand, man. People gamble their own bankrolls. I asked one guy. I actually knew him. He sent me a DM. He's like, "Crack, I'm stopping right now, and just want to let you know I'm stopping, and I'll be back for next basketball season or next football season. I'll be back with you." I said, "Okay, well, what's the reason why?" He goes, "Well, we really didn't win." I said, "Well, here's my record." He said, "Well, I parlay a lot of your stuff." He said, "So when you go 2-1, I don't win." Well, if I go 2-1, you don't win. You probably shouldn't have the service.
Right.
Yeah, you probably should. But I'll even give you something better. I have photos on my phone of. I won't be able to find it now. Darn it! But I have photos on my phone of a customer that I talked to. He was such a nice guy, and I talked to him many times on DM back and forth. And, most people don't talk to their customers. It's not what they do. And I understand why you wouldn't do that.
Because it's dangerous. Because it's a lose-lose proposition.
It is a lose-lose. It really is.
Right.
No, it really is. So I remember talking to this guy. I wish I had his thing here. I took pictures of it, but I just can't find it. And the guy says, "Hey, Bill, I lost my job. And, some bad times right now, but I hope we start winning, and I hope we keep winning, or whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. I don't know. He said something like that. Immediately, what do I say to him?
We've been winning.
Buddy. No. I said, buddy, let's. What name is your subscription under? I'm refunding you because you're not going to be taking my prescription. I'm not going to be taking your money if you have no job. Right. I'm just not doing that. Oh my God. See, God, and I do believe in God. I don't know. I just pressed a button somehow and that came up.
That's the thread?
I must have just hit it. Yeah. So this is the guy. Bill, I really enjoyed our conversation. Felt heartwarming that you called me to share your words. Never been to Vegas. I will meet you one day in person, share a meal. My father I will leave you on this. My father told me to forget the people who helped him. Wait, I will leave you with this. My father told me never forget the people who helped you when you were feeling down, and you truly made my day, Crack. Capital letters, right?
I mean, that's amazing.
Now, I'm not trying to brag about myself. There's a kicker to this.
Okay.
Oh, is there a kicker to this
Tell me
story?
this ends bad.
Oh, it ends bad.
No.
It ends bad.
Wait.
It ends bad.
Hold on.
Real bad. Not bad. Real bad.
When was that? When did he send that?
No, I guess.
Months ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
It ends real bad.
Oh my God! You got to be kidding me!
No,
come on.
But I of course I couldn't find the actual thing when I actually what I told him to do. What I actually told him I wanted him to do. I wish I had that thread where I said
you refunded his money.
Oh yeah, I said listen. I said quit your thing. Don't please don't. I don't want your money. That's what I told the guy, and he actually came back and went on. Right now, if you read the reviews on my app, which, by the way, are fantastic.
Except one.
Except for him.
Come on.
He went on and said the customer service wasn't good. We lost a couple, I lost a couple weeks.
Right.
The same guy who I actually, my partners don't know, they kill me. I actually called the guy on the phone. He gave me his number. Listen, he lives in somewhere. I almost said it. I don't want to give it away because I don't want to embarrass him. It's not what I do. I actually called the guy on the phone and said, "Hey, buddy, how you doing? Are you okay? Or everything okay?" And I called him, tried to help him, wanted to refund his money. I mean, here it is. I don't even know what name you buy my selections under, but I would suggest you cancel my service and focus on your family and future. This gambling thing is a tough racket. Even though I am going to win long term, it takes lots of skill sets, and that is tough to manage when put under a stressful situation and need to win bases because this guy lost his job.
Sure.
I want to give him his money back. I actually called him on the phone. It's so crazy to call the guy on the phone. Called him on the phone. Everything was great. He's talking about all these things and really enjoy your money management section from the Wise Kracks pod. I go to my reviews in the App Store. He's the guy that gave me the bad review. I've learned a lesson by this. I will not be talking to many people in life.
You can dispute that review, you can show them that screenshot. They'll take it down.
Really?
Yeah, they will. Have your guy do.
This guy just people are people, man.
That's unbelievable.
Gamblers will be gambling. I took my time out to call this guy. All we did was win, and maybe I had a couple of weeks losing, or maybe even lose a month. I know what happens at the end of the year. I know what happens at the end of the quarter. And took my time to tell this guy to cancel. I don't want your money.
That's unbelievable.
Who would do that? That sells picks.
It's just unbelievable.
I don't want
nobody.
And
nobody's doing that.
And the guy leaves me a bad review after. People are. The human condition is that of such a bad gambling thing. We all chase our losses.
Yeah.
We have misplaced rage. We bet our own stuff. I told you, 61-35, 61-36. People cancel and they say, "Well, I really wasn't winning that much."
Yeah,
wasn't winning that much. You just won 20 plus units after juice for the first 6 weeks of the college basketball season. I don't get it. They put their own stuff in. They parlay things. How about they tease college basketball? Oh, God, who does this stuff? We want losers only. Yeah, you're going to get them. The people are just suckers, man. I can only help so much, and people can only help so much. We're going to do what we're going to do anyway. So I went off to this is all spontaneous. We're to talk about this.
I love it. I don't remember what fight it was, but Nate Diaz lost a fight a couple years ago, and some guy DM'd him on Instagram saying that I think he lost $1,000. He's like, "Nate, I bet $1,000 on you, and I lost. Now I can't pay my rent." And Nate wrote back, "I got you. Send me your Venmo."
Unbelievable.
He paid him.
Unbelievable. I never heard that.
Yeah.
Jesus. Great stuff.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Boy, whole off topic there.
No, it's okay. Circa contest, that's still going. Where are we at with that?
That's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Let's say, I see. 2 people split the $6 million. That true?
Am I at liberty to talk about this? I didn't even.
Are you not?
Listen.
Wait. What happened?
Because that's what the public wants to think. That's good.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. There was a nice little deal made. Between the 3 people or something. It was a nice little deal made.
Are they not supposed to do that?
Well, I mean,
should we stop talking about this?
I would like to do it. If I was involved, I'd probably do it.
Okay.
Too much money involved. Got millions and millions of dollars.
It's
here.
like the main event of the World Series. You're technically not supposed to chop.
I didn't know that.
Or something.
I thought you had
I've heard that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think I've heard that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might be just making stuff up.
Yeah. It's good press, good stuff. Our buddy Derek Stevens, who we've had on the show multiple times. Good contest. Look forward to the next year.
Do they do anything like that for baseball or no? Just football?
No, just football.
Just football.
Yeah.
It would be almost impossible with baseball, right? It's too many games.
Yeah. There's too much stuff.
Okay. What else we got? Seahawks won in overtime.
Amazing.
Crazy.
There was a fun week. Week 18 was fun. I was in Cincinnati.
Some good games.
First time I was ever in Cincy.
Right. How did that go?
Blue collar, hardworking town.
Yep.
Wow. Well, they had the stadiums. They had the baseball stadium. They got the basketball stadium, and in between they have restaurants and shops, and it's
never been.
Cool. And the hotel they put me up in was right there at the shops. It was great.
Really?
Our accommodations were great. We're at a sports book overlooking. We were in the sports book in left field, overlooking the whole stadium. The sports book is at the Cincinnati ballpark. I think it's Great American Ballpark in left field. They have just think you walk in for.
Did you ever think you'd see the day you're in Cincinnati in a sports book?
These commissioners and stuff. Just think about this. So I'm walking around Cincinnati, right by the stadium, and there's a great bronze statue of Pete Rose sliding headfirst.
Yeah.
It's held on by his foot. It's just sliding into home plate. It's so cool. And it says Pete Rose there. Then there's Pete Rose Way. And Pete Rose made the first legal sports bet in Ohio, and he's not allowed in the Hall of Fame.
It's so crazy.
That's crazy. And by the way, I'm a giant Pete Rose fan. I'm just saying,
he belongs.
Personally, I know some things I don't like, but he belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
it's that simple. And for these commissioners to say how dirty this is and how dirty that is, but yet they're profiting off sports. Sports betting tremendously. Same thing with Bernie Kosar. Did you hear that this week?
No.
Bernie Kosar is one of the announcers, and he mentioned that he bet $19,000 on a game, and they threw him off. He's done. He's done with the Browns. You got to be kidding me. He's done. They threw. I tweeted it out. They literally are disassociating themselves with him. But meanwhile, this is where they're making a ton of money on the sports betting thing. Yeah. So they literally here, as you could see here, when it opens up here in 1 second. Browns severed ties with Bernie Kosar after he bet $19,000 on the Browns-Steelers game.
Can you imagine?
But he mentioned it on air. It was like, I bet $19,000. Sports betting is now legal in Ohio.
Right. And I'm sure he bet on the Browns too, right?
Yeah. The team severed ties with Kosar after he acknowledged on social media that he placed illegal $19,000 bets on the Browns to beat the Steelers.
I mean, how is that a bad thing?
It's unbelievable.
How does that make any sense?
Then he tweeted, "My services are no longer desired or needed by the Browns." I mean, he said, "I'm shocked and disappointed. Orange and Browns is my life." I mean,
that's wrong.
I just don't get it. I mean, he's not like Calvin Ridley or something. He wasn't playing the game.
Calvin Ridley? I remember Calvin.
No, Ridley, he bet Jaguars. He bet on. He got suspended for a year.
He did.
He bet. Yeah. So, this is the first non-player, non-coach that had.
That's just crazy, man.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? What are we doing? It's ridiculous.
DraftKings is a sponsor of the NFL.
I mean, all of them. DraftKings, FanDuel, MGM, PointsBet.
Not only that, the NFL invested in DraftKings.
Oh yeah, right. There's
How about
an investment in there. I mean, it's just
it's crazy, man.
It's not right.
All right, moving on. You had a great year in season-long props.
Oh, the season-long props. Okay, yeah. So, like the unders on a lot of things. Rodgers, Tua, Carr, Winston, Jackson, all these guys that
passing yards.
All you need is them to miss a game or two. That number is put up there on a 17-game season. So, good. So many injuries though. So I had a decent year on that. Regular. This is one of the stats one of our producers put in here.
Yeah.
Regular season stats against the spread. Interesting. Just going underdogs blindly without knowing anything. 141 and 118.
Wow.
So over 54%. Now, I'll tell you what. God forbid you have more sports books like me. That record's going to be better because I'm going to get a lot of the games that are losses here are pushers for me.
Right.
A lot of the games that are losses may even be wins for me. So that really is an impressive number. I think Robert came up with that. It's pretty impressive. How about the unders? Same thing. Unders 149 and 119. Again, 55%. That's just sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty sick.
Wow. And what about Super Bowl? Are you interested in any of like the current odds?
I've seen Circa had 10-1 on the Bengals. I feel
like that's a good bet.
That's the number one odds I've seen. I've seen 7.5, 8-1. There's some things that happened there along the way that, they're not as big of a value as they were after the situation happened with the Bills Bengals game. But I don't really do a lot of them because I like to just, if you want to. Like, listen, I'm not going to take 4-1 on the Bills or 3.5 to 1 on the Kansas City. I would think money line parlays on their games would have a better return ROI than taking I would think that would be the better one. Just you have to price it out, get the best price, shop around, and that's the way I like to bet a lot of these things. So let's start this week. Instead of just betting, plus 3.5 to 1 in a book that has a 25, 35, 40% hold. Moneyline parlay mathematically would come out to be a better bet on a lot of them, not all of them, on a lot of them. So, but then again, I have a lot of books, so I'm searching around getting the best price.
Right.
I'm laying 3-1 on something when it's 3.5 and 4-1 everywhere. So that situation. So.
All right, so let's look at the playoffs.
Sure.
Kansas City's got a bye this week.
Yep.
The Bills and the Dolphins are going to square up, but Tua's out.
Tua's out.
The line moved a lot, right?
13. It's a solid 13 out there. Listen. Bridgewater's a backup quarterback for Miami. He's not out. He's out. Now you have Skylar Thompson, I think his name is Thomas Thompson. And he's even not 100%. He's literally he's like 75%, but he's going to be their quarterback. And then I guess they go to the punter. I don't know. Like I really don't know what they do there. Miami played them tough. They beat them. Two games this season. Miami beat Buffalo once. The other one they played a tough game up in Buffalo. So. This is a different situation, though, different staff here. So we'll see what happens there. I think it's a lot of points. I actually found a rogue 14 that I took just a peanut on. And just because I seen 14 points, I was like, wow, that's a playoff game this size, this caliber. It seemed like a lot of points versus anybody. So, but I think Buffalo is going to come out strong in the first half. Hamlin, who was, literally resuscitated on the field, released from the hospital, will probably be at this game.
They're going to go crazy.
They're going to go crazy. Like I'm thinking maybe Buffalo first half team total.
They're going to come out swinging, right? The adrenaline.
Yeah, I seen a 14, but it's hard to find the team total on the first half yet. Boy, I tell you, I may bet that. Buffalo over first half.
I like
team
that.
Total.
I'm always like the Cinderella story, and that's definitely one of them. Bengals and Ravens. Bengals, is that +7, -7?
Bengals -7
wow,
over Baltimore.
We
don't know.
Terrible.
We just don't know if Lamar Jackson's going to play. I'm hearing no. I'm hearing he's going to sit because he's upset that he didn't get his contract money and
really?
He turned down. Ballpark numbers, $230 million.
How did these guys turn that down?
130 guaranteed. He wanted the whole thing guaranteed.
How do you turn that down?
He's not going to get that again. I don't think so. I think the day is over with these quarterbacks. Dak, Wilson. I think these days are over these guys getting this kind of money.
Yeah.
I just think so. So we'll see what happens there. I actually may like Cincinnati in a teaser. I don't like teasers that much, but I have to play a teaser shop that reverts to a tie. If you get a tie on a teaser, you should get your money back. So in other words, if I have Cincinnati, -1, let's tease from 7 to 1.
Yeah.
And I have Jacksonville +8. If Cincinnati lands on 1, if Jacksonville loses by 50, it doesn't matter. You should get your money back because one side. You can't tease one side.
Right.
So it can't revert to a one-play teaser.
Right.
A lot of books in plain English, they rob you. So make sure you're getting back. Play with a shop. If you're playing teasers, listen, I have to have all the shops, even the ones that are robbing you on teasers. But play with a shop, your teasers, that you get your money back on a tie. That's all I'll say.
Let me ask you this. Yesterday, we were here talking about playoffs just here at the studio, and George Carmona, who you were on Gridiron Junkies with George.
Georgie boy.
He says the Chargers scare him.
Yeah. No.
Yeah?
The Jacksonville side of that teaser, probably, it doesn't really scare me, but going through and getting the 8, that's it. But yeah, the Chargers. Now you're saying Chargers like they think
he thinks
they
maybe
can go
Chargers
far.
Could go far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they're good. Let's see what he says. If that loses, I have to talk to him next week.
Okay.
I have to know what his pick is next week. I already got the URL. BetAgainstGeorge.com. We're good.
I love it. All right, let's talk NFC, this is going to be painful for me. The Eagles have a bye. The 49ers, who look really good. Who's going to beat them? I don't know. I don't see the Seahawks beating them. Do you? Really?
I'm not saying I see them beating them, but I'm not laying no bet. Listen, I don't lay more than 3 hardly on anybody anyway.
Yeah.
Very rare I'll lay that. Listen, double digits this year, it's blindly taking +9 or more. You hit 80% this year against the spread.
Right.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. So,
it just happened with the Giants last week, right?
Yes.
They got 16 or 17 points, and they lost by, 3 or something?
Yep, but then again, Arizona got blown out. So, I mean, it's not every week, every game. But, I mean, literally it was 75% going to last, something like going to last week. I just don't – I'm not betting this game. I'm not touching the game. San Fran is -9.5 at most shops. Yes, should they win? Absolutely. That's the number 1 pick by the Wise guys. Just to let you know, a buddy of mine bet $15,000 this week on San Fran plus 4.5 to 1 at one of the shops, and they didn't even move. So,
wow.
So he thinks San Fran's going to win the Super Bowl. So, but the Wise guys think San Fran is the way to go for the Super Bowl. The sharp guys. So, will Seattle, get in there and destroy that? Is the Wise guys? I don't know, but I mean, it could happen. Anything can happen in the NFL. I'm not betting. Listen, I could have teased San Fran down from the 9.5 to the 2.5, and I'm not doing that.
Our producer Robert just put in a thing. The Wise guys and Robert, he says.
Well then, yeah. If
that changes everything now.
That changes everything.
Yeah.
Robert got 20 to 1.
Wow.
I want to see your ticket.
Vikings -3 against the Giants. Sorry.
Yeah, this is a perfect line. It's a perfect line.
That seems like a tough game.
It's a perfect line. I mean, if anything, I maybe even lean to the Giants there.
Yeah.
But I think literally he will get the ball. Will get Coach of the Year. I think too. He was like 3 to 1 to get Coach of the Year. I think he's a good bet there.
I think both those teams have been really good at staying in the game. They don't go away. Even sometimes it looks like a blowout. They come back.
I just think about that Minnesota-Dallas game, and it just throws me. I can't respect Minnesota after that.
Yeah.
I see how bad Dallas is playing now.
Terrible.
So I just so I don't know. It's Minnesota. I just don't know if Minnesota is that team. And trust me, I have a future on Minnesota to win the Super Bowl. I had 50 to 1 on them to win. So I have a bet on them. I want them to win, but I just don't think they're going to go that far.
All season I've been saying Dallas is going to the Super Bowl. Dallas is going to the Super Bowl, right?
Sure.
And you also know for the last, I don't know how long we've been doing this together, 3 years maybe.
Right.
I have also said never count Tom Brady out. You can never count him out. And people told me all year the Cowboys will be going out in the first round of the playoffs. And I said, not this year, not going to happen. I'm here to tell you, Bill, the Cowboys are going out in the first round of the
first
playoffs.
Round? You got Brady beating him the first game.
Brady
never talk like that.
I know.
What's wrong with you?
I don't see. I mean, Dak's going to throw it to them.
God.
How many times?
So he's been playing terrible.
What's the over/under on interceptions for that game? Is there an over/under? Yeah, I'll take that. Dak's throwing interceptions.
Yes.
Well, all day.
I'll tell you. I think Robert put these lines up here. Robert, I want to bet with your bookmaker. Where do you have Minnesota -3? I want to. I'm sorry. Where do you have Tampa Bay minus Tampa Bay? Or no, wait a minute.
Oh, he's throwing someone else under the bus.
Espo did this.
Throwing someone under the bus.
All right. Well, I want to bet with his bookmaker.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay +3. I haven't seen that at all.
These were future lines from 3 months ago.
Espo I don't know where he got these from. I want to bet with his guy. He's got San Fran 10. There's no 10s out there. I'll take Seattle with 10. I mean, I won't, but I'm just saying. So anyway, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
With 3 points over Dallas, I'll it's all 2.5. But then again, this game you could get 3 because it's -2.5, -20. So that means if you took it to 3, you get +3 -15. It's almost free. We'll give him a pass. All right. We'll give him a pass.
Some questions for you here. 2 division champs at home as underdogs.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, can you count division champs when they're like, I don't know, what's their record? 8-9?
Right.
Or no, whatever it is. I'm saying, listen, it's unusual to see that, though. It really is. But I don't know if Brady has that. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dallas win this game easy, by the way.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see Tampa win the game, too. Dallas has been playing horrible. Dak looks terrible.
Right. He looks terrible.
Yeah.
Throwing under. Never mind the interceptions. Also, just throwing under guys. He throws under guys.
John, this is a Monday night game.
Balls.
You're telling me John Orlando's going to have a bet on Tampa? No way.
I think so. Tampa money line?
I didn't know you bet against them. Your stock goes way up. If you could bet against Dallas.
I could do it. I'll send you the ticket.
Oh, your stock goes way up.
And I'm not going to do a Dave on either and bet both sides either. I'm going to send you the real ticket.
Wow.
Okay.
Robert just said Mike Glennon is the backup to Thompson. Mike Glennon, I think I can throw the ball farther than him. Anyway, that's the next question. Who will play quarterback for the Dom?
Yeah.
We already talked about that.
Yep.
Skyler, and then Lamar Jackson talked about that. Will he come back? I mean, I think he'll just sit out because he wants to get a couple hundred. And God forbid, imagine if he got hurt in this game and lose $200 million. I mean, listen, I think he'll still get $200 million. I mean, they offered him $230, but I think someone will give him, $200 million. So that's why he's staying out probably, and that's terrible. That's
awful.
Terrible. You play to win the game.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like that. I'm going to answer this one. Can the 49ers win with a 7th-round rookie QB? The answer is yes.
He looks a lot better than these other backups.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, the answer is yes.
Are the Bills a team of destiny, Bill? No. He's fun to watch, though.
Well, now destiny means because of the situation.
Right,
so,
yeah.
Are they a team of destiny? Well, I mean...
Cinderella story always wins.
Yeah, you can't bet. You can't bet these. I'm sorry, you can't bet into the win pool. And literally, this is what I like. Circa in town here does this, and I think it's so cool. Circa does wins and losses. I'm sorry, yeses and nos. So you could bet any team. You could bet. Here, let's just look at this one.
Oh, and it tells you where
Vikings,
it's at?
Vikings, yes. Plus 35 to 1 is win the Super Bowl. If you want to bet the no, you can lay 60 to 1. So you can bet the no. Let me just tell you something. The no's have such great value here. Because everyone always bets yes. No one's laying 50 to 1.
Right.
You know what I mean? No one's laying, the no's have some good value.
Just to make a little money on your money kind of deal.
Man, the no's have some really good value
because there's only going to be one winner.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the Super Bowl. Yes, plus 40 to 1. No, minus 66 to 1. Let me lay 66. Where do I lay it? I mean, how do I? Yeah, this is like go to Tony Orlando money.
Right.
You got to go to Tony and say, Tony, we need all the money.
Right.
We need all the money, Tony.
Back the truck
Get all
up.
the money. Sell everything. Do everything. We need all the money. So anyway,
risk the inheritance.
Yes.
Find out what I'm getting, would you? Can you do a little digging?
I'll take care of that.
All right, is Jalen Hurts ready to go to the Super Bowl? Crackman, tell me.
Sure, even though he never has had the situation in any playoffs like this, but yeah, I think he had a little bit, came back a little bit. He looked okay, and the Giants actually almost the Giants. Well, they didn't almost win. They covered the game, but that line was crazy. That line went from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 for a hair. That's crazy. But the Eagles haven't looked good. Even last week they won, but they haven't looked good the last month.
Yeah.
So I'm not betting them to win the Super Bowl. Can they go to the Super Bowl? Absolutely, they can.
Yeah.
Next subject, your favorite guy.
Yeah.
Will he stop throwing picks? Wow, over a half's only minus $1.80. Robert said. Wow.
Yeah. DraftKings.
It looks that looks good.
Dak's gonna throw more than one interception.
I hate laying $1.80 on anything though. I'm not a guy that lays stuff like that. That's why those.
He leads the league, and he missed how many games?
Yeah. No, you're right.
I mean, it's just unbelievable.
He got the cash, though.
Can anyone stop the Chiefs? They're just one of those teams.
Another team, though, that they can lose. They can lose. I mean,
yeah.
They're a team that just they can lose. I'm just telling you, they don't have to be there. But all these teams can lose. I'm saying they can lose. Who can they lose to? I mean, they can lose though for sure. Once they get in there with this is the playoff time now. Kansas City has shown us during the season in games that they wanted to win that they have lost the game. So there's been situations this year for all of these teams. There's not one standout team. That's why I don't think you could take 4 to 1 and 3 to 1 on Super Bowl futures in this year's Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay. How about some betting tips, Crack? 2 2 home dogs, 2 double-digit dogs. Is home field overrated in the wild card round?
I think home field is probably not. I think home field means a lot in these type of games. You get really fan base. See what happens up in Buffalo. See if the home field means a lot in this game. So they're
going to be electric.
Oh God,
that crowd.
Oh God.
Can you imagine? He's going to come up. He's going to do the coin toss, right?
I don't know. I just heard he was released today, so I don't know. No one said he was going to the game. Just
Can you imagine if he does the coin toss?
Yeah. No. This.
And they win it. Forget it,
John. I've never looked forward more to watching NFL football than now.
I agree.
I can't wait for this weekend.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
I've watched. This is the first year, because I'm trying to really have my homework done now for the shows and stuff.
Yep.
I have been at the Resorts World Sportsbook every single weekend.
Including this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be there?
Yeah.
Who's going to be there with you?
Usually it's Gio, my buddy Gio, who hosts Fitness Junkies, and George Carmona from Gridiron Junkies, and then a couple other people usually.
I may
jump we have a table every week.
Yeah.
Every week. We're right there.
Is it like a booth or is it a table?
I'll get the booth for you.
No, I don't want... the booths are too tight.
Okay, no, it's a table.
I need room.
Unless
you're going to give me a tub of Vaseline.
It's tall chairs.
Okay.
Yeah, tall chairs.
All right.
And the food's pretty good. All right.
Good.
Yeah. Shit funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Warm weather teams traveling to cold weather.
Overrated. These teams,
overrated,
these
right?
Teams
They're professionals.
Miami was practicing last time in 50-degree weather for the. Now, granted, it's not Buffalo weather,
right?
But it was seasonable, and I think they'll be all right. I'm not gonna. The reason why they may not be all right is because of Tua being out. So
yeah. Okay. Turnovers mean more in the playoffs. Games are tighter, lower scoring. Look for low turnover margin teams.
Maybe, yeah. Defensive does win games too, but and that's part of his turnover. So, that's probably a good point. I didn't write this one, but thinking about it, that's probably a good point.
And what about quarterback experience?
Means a lot.
It does. I agree with you.
I think so. I think it means a lot. But then again, look what Burrow did. He got the team to the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
So. And I'll put him now in the let's call it what it is. I'll put him now in that seasoned experience type of caliber.
Yeah.
I mean, you do Mahomes, Brady, Burrow. They've all had these kind of things. So I think.
And I do think though the flip side of that is when you're a rookie and they're expecting not much out of you. You know what I mean? Come playoff time because you don't have the experience.
Yeah.
Is there something to be said about you got nothing to lose? It's when you're so new. You just go out there and play,
and then you're considering like Trevor Lawrence or even Herbert,
right?
Which I'm not as big as everyone else is on Herbert. Everyone loves him. I know he's good, but I'm not as big on him. We'll see. We'll see what happens under this situation.
Yeah. Okay. And then the national championship
blowout.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know nothing about college sports, as you know, and my friend's daughter goes to TCU. And I was saying TCU all the way, not knowing what I'm talking about.
Wow.
And that was kind of embarrassing. Yeah.
I got a text. I seen an $800,000 ticket online for TCU, so don't think you're alone. $800,000 I bet. So so I got a text from a buddy of mine that said, "Hey, Golden Nugget has -4-1. That's ridiculous for a 14-point favorite in college football, especially a legitimate 14-point favorite like Georgia."
Yeah.
So I said, well, listen, I'm 20 minutes away from there. That's probably not going to be there by the time I get there. But I go down there, and by the way, why it was -4-1. It was +440 right next door at Circa. Just think about that. You could lay 4-1 and take 440. But that wasn't the purpose of the bet for me. I just said, if it's a good value, I want to bet it. So I asked him how much he wants. He goes, whatever you get, I'll split. So literally I went down and put $20,000 to win 5. So 20 to win 5.
That's not normally a bet you make.
Well, no, I don't like to lay 4-1 and stuff like that. But this was legit, and this guy is a very sharp guy, winning player. He said, no, you got to go bet this. This is great for us. I said, okay. I said, are you going to middle it at all? You going to take the 440 at all? And he said, no. I said, well, I'm not either then. Just frig it. I'll just $10,000 to win 25 for me.
Yeah, you posted that ticket, and I was really shocked because I know you don't do that.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I posted it for a reason.
Why?
Guy in front of me bet $40,000. So the guy in front of me bet $40,000. They were about to move it. So he wasn't right in front of me, but he was in front. There was a line of people in front. They were about to move it. I go up to the counter. It still says 4. It still says 4-1. I said, I'll take 4-1 up to 40,000. And the manager comes out of the back and says, "Crack, I'm so sorry. We just took 40,000." I said, "All right, can you give me like something, 10 maybe or something?" He says, He goes, "Let me just look." He comes out and goes, "Yeah, give him 10." He goes, "You know what? Take 20. I'm getting all Everyone's betting in small volume, 200, 300, 100. People love to take money on national championship games.
Right.
So, and just like the Super Bowl, big thing, take the dog money line.
Right.
So he's like, yeah, take 20 to win. Take 20 to win 5. I'll give it to you. 40 minutes to go. He has some time to work with. He can maneuver a little bit. And sure enough, he took the bet. I was so proud. I was like, wow. Sportsbooks see me online. Sometimes they hate it. Oh,
right.
This Krackomberger's coming to steal. And this guy, Tony Miller, down at the Golden Nugget, we're going to have him on the show. I said, Tony, you got to come on my show.
Yeah.
I was so impressed with an old school OG bookmaker taking a bet after he just took 40,000 and they were just moving it.
And he could have left it at 10
for
you.
Well,
I mean,
he could have said 10 down. He could have said nothing.
Right.
I would have been upset, though. The line was still 4. Move it then. But he didn't do that. He took a bet, and I just said, this guy really deserves a little credit here.
Yeah.
I tagged Golden Nugget. I tagged him. And he'll come on the show with us. He got some great old-time stories, too. So, Golden Nugget, you're right, I don't post tickets. It wasn't for bragging measure.
Right.
And, it's funny. Why do I get so, sometimes I get so sensitive. After the game was over, after it won, of course, you get a couple of these guys under anonymity that post and say, well, why didn't you post the other side of the ticket, the plus 440? I would have been proud to do that. Pretty sharp to do that, actually. Lay something and take something and have a guaranteed win both ways.
Right.
I would love to say to do that. I want you guys to all do that. It's great. But it's not what I did. But and it's real simple. If you're going to be a wise ass to me, you're going to get blocked. Now you never get to see none of my stuff again.
Right.
I never have to bother you.
Yeah.
With your personal misplaced rage and, being a loser your whole life and thinking about someone. I don't have to bother you. Under Mr. Anonymity. I don't have to bother you no more. You get blocked, and that's the end of it.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. This weekend, I know you don't really care about UFC, but you have to understand, this is almost a month with no UFC fight because they've been on vacation for the holidays and the new year. So I'm super excited about this Saturday's fight. Yeah, Sean Strickland just lost, I want to say a month ago. And he's jumping in because he's replacing.
Where's this fight at, guys?
Here at the Apex. Here at the UFC Apex.
I got this Honolulu.
He's replacing Kelvin Gastelum, who had an injury to his mouth.
They got this in Minnesota, Prior Lake, Minnesota. That's
no, I've been
to
Prior Lake, Minnesota.
Okay, really? Hold on.
Yeah.
It's Apex, got it.
It's at the Apex. Yeah.
What's the guy's name?
Sean Strickland is -110, and Imavov is -110.
What's he, way
so
down?
Kind of a pick 'em. Yeah, so they're fighting at I want to say.
Wow, that's an early fight. 5:50 p.m. That's one of the openers.
Yeah, I think they're fighting
Pick
at 1 or 205, right, Robert? Or 195 maybe. No, Sean can't get down to 195. I think they're fighting it at light heavy.
Talking about their weight?
205. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
short notice.
Okay. I got it. So this is short notice.
Normally,
Why do you guys,
Sean
now,
would be
what
a
happened to these?
185er.
What happened to these fights, John? What happened to the main event? It says here.
That was Kelvin Gastelum. He was in training. He got hit in the mouth or something, and he's all banged up. So he had to drop out.
Yeah,
a couple people have dropped out.
Rockemar, Geoff Neal.
Jeff Neal.
So this is the main event now?
Yeah, this is the main
Soriano?
event. Yeah, Strickland.
Oh, Strickland's the main event?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
And Strickland's fun to watch because he talks during the fight.
Oh,
He'll
like
even
that.
cheer the other guy on sometimes. He'll cheer the other guy on. Come on, Jack, you can hit harder.
I just watched Rocky 1 yesterday.
It's been on a lot. All of them.
They're all on Netflix.
Yes.
I watched Rocky 1 yesterday, and that's what he did. Come on. He was all banged up.
Come on.
Great. What a great movie.
So good.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
The whole story behind it.
It's just a great movie. I like Stallone too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Have you watched the new series that he has on Paramount Plus? I have not seen it yet, but everyone's raving about it.
They are?
Yes, and I forgot.
See, I heard someone say something bad about it.
Oh my God!
It just got renewed
multiple
for season
people told
2.
me it's really good. I can't remember the name of it, but it's on. I think it's on Paramount Plus.
Watch the Bernie Madoff thing.
I didn't watch it, but I saw it on Netflix.
Watch it.
I will
watch it. Now I got friends.
My friend's father lost about $8 million on that.
I know some people that lost giant money.
Really?
Yes. I know a guy that lost over $100 million. Over 100.
No.
I know 2 guys, but one guy lost 100. He only put up 11. Now I'm saying 11. He put up 11. So he put up 11 million. Never took nothing out, and he got it up to 90. He got up to 90 million. From 11 to 90.
God.
So 30 years, he never touched it. So he lost 11 million, but it's 90 million. He gets it is 90 million because
I didn't know that went on that long. That
30 some years.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, maybe 40.
Oh wow! I didn't realize
30,
that.
yeah,
I thought it was like an in and out kind of a deal.
No. Watch that. He's been doing it forever.
Oh wow!
Yeah, since the 80s.
He's in jail, right?
No, he's down there. He's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Nothing anyone could do. He's gone.
Really?
Goodfellas line. He's dead.
Okay.
He's dead. And but I have some friends that are like he died last year in I think April of 21.
Okay.
So I got some friends that are sick. They're sickos.
Yeah.
They watched the special. I'm back east. I'm in New York with my buddy. I watched it in New York. I watched it twice.
Yeah.
And he's going, this guy's a gangster. I said, what do you mean? He goes, this guy robbed the money and didn't rat anyone out. And I kind of thought about it. I don't want to ruin the special. But,
okay.
I'll
watch it tonight.
Honestly, everyone knows that. He didn't rat no one out.
Right.
He said, me. Put me in jail. I'm not telling him. No one did anything. It was just me. I did it. Just me. Yeah. He wouldn't, till his dying day, he never gave anybody up. So, I have an OG friend.
He's a stand-up guy in a sort of way, in a funny sort of way.
I got a friend in the Bronx that says, this guy's a guy. This guy didn't give nobody up. And like almost he did no wrong in his eyes. He goes, if they were greedy, let him. But the little guy that lost little money, that life saved people crying. People, but I didn't realize this. They got back a lot of the money now. I didn't realize that. Until I seen this spot, I'm giving it away.
Okay.
I didn't know that they got back money here.
I didn't know.
So everyone got back about 30 cents on the dollar. I didn't realize that.
Okay. Well,
I thought that everyone got screwed totally.
Depending on especially if it's
Pick Hour. He was this Pick Hour was the big guy. I knew that though. I knew Jeffrey Pick Hour was multi-billions of dollars. Yeah. In the end, he gave back $7 billion. $7 billion. He wrote a check back to the trustee for $7 billion to the lawyer. So $7 billion got dispersed amongst Bernie's guys that he ran. He made the most money. He made the most money. He may even been in on it.
Wow.
So he was dead too. The bottom of the swimming pool. Gone. So I'm giving away a lot of the special. Anyway, watch that.
Let's after you watch that, be sure you go and download the Crack Wins app so you can get in the winner's circle here for NFL postseason, playoffs, Super Bowl, obviously NBA, all of it.
We're gonna have a lot of stuff here for. People want volume. Like I'll have, I don't even know how many. By the time the games kick this weekend, I'll have dozens and dozens and dozens of plays. So do I send that to everyone? Like, aren't they going to be overwhelmed? Well, my partners tell me no. So I'm going to send. They
don't want the action.
Yeah, I'm going to probably send 10 plays or something.
Because you're trying to pace them, right? You're more trying to. You're really. You're not just. You don't look at it like you're just giving out picks. You are trying to put them in a position to be winning players.
Yeah. Like I haven't given out the teasers in a while. But I like a teaser. I like a couple teasers. There's a lot of teasers this weekend you can play.
Yeah.
So I may send out a teaser here. I mean, it's going to be a lot of different things. Some first half totals for sure.
Yeah.
Oh God, I have a lot of things I like this weekend. So we're going to be giving out a lot of stuff. We've had a great year again. Last year was great, and again, we really specialize in so many different things. Everyone says, what's your specialty? Well, I would say college basketball always, but I'll also say, the player props. I'll also say, there's so many different things that we've done good at. So if I had to pick to have a season year round, it probably would be college basketball though.
Yeah.
But it would be especially like the smaller divisions, smaller schools and stuff. So,
and that's interesting because that's not even one of your favorite. It's not even on your top 3 list of sports to even watch. Right?
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, I really don't watch a lot of it, but I mean the source of our plays.
Right.
I have partners and stuff that are that do better homework than I used to do. I was a winning sports bettor for years.
I just love that you'll even say that.
Oh, of course. I was a winning sports bettor for years, doing my own stuff for years. Back in the 90s, early 2000s, I just found guys that are the sharpest in the world. Guys that wouldn't be able to come on a show here. They wouldn't be able to talk even. The brains are just spewing out their pores. So I have guys that'll bet on these crazy teams, Vermont, U.S. Mass Lowell. These, I'm just reading some of the teams that are playing today in these extra board games. New Hampshire, Maine, NJIT, crazy stuff. Gardner Webb, Bryant. So these guys specialize in that when a lot of eyeballs aren't on those type of teams.
Yeah.
Meaning bookmakers, they're on the big teams like Virginia, Duke, and UNC, and the big teams that are always, in the media spotlight.
Sure.
So,
all right, download the Crack Wins app or just go to crackwins.com and you can check it all out there. And then after that, head on over to WSN.com, as we always tell you to.
I'm on there.
And get some bonus money.
Yeah.
Especially you newbies.
I noticed when I was away this weekend. Again, they have negotiated some really good bonuses for you guys. I was in Jersey for a little bit, New York, and again, just go on to the legal states. I'll just hit on New Jersey real quick, and yeah. So I guess the bonus went up here because I don't see this anywhere except for this state. Except for this site. So the bonus in New Jersey, I'm looking on Caesars is $12.50 now. It was $1,000. So up to $12.50 on Caesars, which, listen, you go search these sports books out on regular, just a Google search. WSN.com has negotiated better deals than you can get going to the site directly. So why wouldn't you do that? I mean, literally, up to $12.50 on Caesars. Same thing on DraftKings, up to $1,000. Bet365, $200 free bet. BetMGM, $1,000 free bet. I'm reading New Jersey, by the way. Win bet, you get bet 100, get 100. Points bet, 2 free bets up to 2,000. I've done that myself, so that's a really good one. There's some smaller books too that I really don't. You never even heard of some of these books.
Yeah.
And then you can get $250 on these. Typico, you get $250. There's a lot of good deals here, guys. Just make sure you go to WSN.com for them. But also, when I say that, it's just a great site to go to just to read the different content that they have. It's updated literally daily.
Great articles.
Latest sportsbook promotions and promo codes. There's a whole article on that this month. Also, there's the NFL expert prediction bets and bonuses. We talked about that. The latest NBA stuff. All the different. Our podcast. So we have our podcast.
Yeah.
On there. All of them. There's Felix Taverna. I gave Felix your number.
Yeah, I spoke to him. I spoke to him
yesterday. And
I like that guy.
I looked at my phone yesterday and I said, wait a minute. I haven't done this. Let's see if I can find Felix. So yesterday, as you could see here, 1 hour.
Yeah.
So I got off the phone with him. I said, Felix. I said, Felix. Hold on. An hour. I talked to you 3 days ago for an hour. I haven't talked for an hour to someone on the phone since 7th grade. My hormones were just finally raging. I was talking to a girl.
Right.
And so it's her, you, and you.
Right.
That leads the way.
Yeah.
That's a lie, though. Hold on. That's a small lie, because I just thought of something. I talked to Andrew Dice Clay for 3 hours and 10 minutes on the phone.
What?
Yes. Andrew and I have had long... We talked for an hour once, too, so I shouldn't say that.
Wait. Mandatory. Get him in here.
Yeah, he's tough on doing shows. Yeah, he's tough.
But he gave you 3 hours on the phone.
3 hours and 10 minutes.
Okay, wait. I have it. He loves my dad also. He's friends with my dad. Let's do Andrew and my dad one monster show.
I'll text him right now and ask him that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And my dad's in town still.
Oh, I'll text him right now. He would love to do. Yeah, no, I'm sure if he loves your dad, that's great. No, he sold his house in Vegas, though. I used to go to his house.
Oh, he's not here anymore?
No, I used to go to his house.
No,
he lives in a great area, old school section of town, too, here.
Where is he now?
He's just L.A.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, but come on, FanDuel. I mean, I'm not FanDuel. He'll come on Zoom. Yeah.
Who leaves Vegas for L.A. in 2023?
During the pandemic.
Wow.
He sold
Family
his house.
reasons or something?
No, he just got, he wasn't, there was no performance. There was no shows.
Oh,
so you had a year of no shows. More than 18 months, some people had no shows.
Yeah.
So anyway, the Dice Man's
well, he still will come here and he'll work the Trop.
Yeah, he does work the Trop.
So maybe when he comes back, he'd be fun in studio.
Oh, I'd love to have him in studio.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a friend of your dad's. We got to We got to maneuver that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's like I said, we talk. I'll tell him when he's on the show.
Yeah.
Andrew, remember 3 hours and 10 minutes, right? 3 hours and 10 minutes on the phone. And it's funny thinking about it now. I remember meeting him. I met him through someone else. I'm at Tropicana.
Yeah.
I'm outside. The show's over. I'm outside. Me and my friend Andrew and his opening act. We're standing outside Tropicana. We're talking for an hour. And I said, Dice, I'm one of the only guys probably here that's seen you at the Garden. He goes, whoa, then. He sold the Garden out. I was there.
Yeah.
So
multiple times.
I've seen him in little clubs and giant venues.
Yeah.
So I got to be friends. I said, Dice, I had to call my wife. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. She's sleeping.
Yeah.
She has no idea. She has no idea. She doesn't even know. I call my wife and say, Andrew, I got to call my wife. And I put her on speaker. And he goes, hey, how you doing, honey? What are you wearing right now? My wife's like, who is this, Billy? Who are you making me talk to? She loves Dice.
Right.
She's like, that was Andrew Dice Clay?
I love it.
Oh, it was great. He was so cool.
He's the best.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're the best too, Crack Man. And we will do this again next week.
All right, guys.
We'll see you next week on Wise Kracks.